Hello and welcome to another GMT Driving School video, and this one we're going to potter up to Alnwick. It's quite a rare location, but someone's got their test up there soon, so we thought we'd go up there, have a little look around. And what I found was it's a standard town centre. It's a bit congested, a bit compressed. I've never really enjoyed driving around Alnwick personally, because everything's hilly, everything's old. There's nothing wrong with being old, but the roadways that are quite old are very narrow and sharp, so you need to have a really good car control to drive well up there. So the focal point for this video is coming up. As you can see in the background, you've got kind of the town wall, which is a one-way with priority coming from inside the town centre outwards. So we're sitting waiting in traffic, obviously. Now we've got a crossing here. Remember, you mustn't stop wait in the crossing area in case it changes. And there's no road markings to tell you where to stop. So you can see we've got this double lane here. Just where that Audi is in front, where that boot is, that's probably the ideal place to stop. Alright, as you are waiting to go through, obviously you'll need to check if there's anyone oncoming because they have priority. And in this instance, that car up front has decided to stop. They did flash, and remember what that means is they're getting your attention to say they're there, but in this instance they remain stationary. You can see the guy in the van, he's totally not happy about that. But that may occur. I mean, it's just super congested on the day we went, so they were just being nice to us, I guess. There's quite an interesting clearance and meeting situation coming up ahead. Be interesting to see what anyone watching this video would have done. So we've got the van sticking out and we've got the oncoming vehicles, but there is enough room to get through there at the right speed. Remember your 10-mile-an-hour rule on that. But why are we not going, do you think? It's the right play. It's definitely the right play. So I'm pleased students stopped there. Something changed slightly and then we went through that gap. Just want to see if anyone notices what that was. Okay, skipping ahead to just this final section. This would be the road that the test centre's on. Why is it important? I guess it's because it's really tight, it's narrow, and if it's reasonably congested or you've got a bit of traffic, your speed has to represent that clearance. So you can see here doing 14 mile an hour in that space is quite a clever thing to do. I do believe the test centre's coming up on the left somewhere. So if you do get asked to pull in somewhere safe, legal and convenient, it wouldn't really be safe on the left there, as we had double yellow lines and then we're into a section with single yellow lines. So there it is on the left, the post telling you when you could park there. Obviously I haven't checked that, so if you're asked to pull in there, there's a bit of parking there, but I don't know what the sign mentions. Right, so if you're asked, I would ignore that one and carry on. Alright, and this is the main complication of Alnwick that I can see. We've got a staggered crossroads, minor to major. So if you remember your rules on a crossroads and minor to major, you've got to give way to the main road, which is from the left, which has priority, and the right, who could move, and ahead as well. So the traffic ahead could come forward, which would stop you turning right. So if you need clarification of crossroads or staggered crossroads, minor to major, you really should check with your driving instructor on that one, because this could be really quite complicated. As you can see from the opposite side, just a Google thing, If you're going straight ahead on the right hand green arrow, you'll actually get right away of us turning right. So if you came here, you obviously check if it's clear to your right, left has priority. So you need to peep and creep so you can see through the archway. Unfortunately, we cannot do that on this camera, but that's how it should be done. If you can't see, you'll just peep and creep and then turn it in. Again, luckily enough, the car to our right kind of waited and signalled us to go, so we checked and we went. And one last little thing that's coming up on this left turn here. So you do your MSM routine to turn left, but if you didn't look right when you approach this little give way, it could potentially be failed for not doing an appropriate observation, because a car turning off the main road would get right away of you. So our student did really well here, stopping here and having a look to the right. I mean, there was actually no need for an absolute stop, but it was good that they put that pause in so they could look right, and then I was convinced that they knew what they were doing and that they were going to be perfectly safe. So there you go, that's a little piece of Alnwick for you. That's Alnwick Town Centre. Looks okay, just make sure that you're well practiced at your hill starts and your hill strategies, and you should do just fine. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and see you on the next one. Probably more live the next one, like.